Love yourself differently. Watch what she does when another woman talks to you. That's when the real claiming behavior starts. You know what's fascinating? Most guys completely miss the subtle ways that women mark their territory when they're interested in you. I'm talking about those sneaky little signals she sends out to other women that basically scream back off his mind without her ever saying a word. And here's the thing, these behaviors are so ingrained in female psychology that she's probably doing them without even realizing it. When a woman is genuinely interested in claiming you as her own, her body language shows in very specific ways that serve a dual purpose. They show you she's into you, and they want other women to keep their distance. Understanding this sign isn't just about feeding your ego, it's about recognizing when someone values you enough to unconsciously guard what she sees. And here's the territorial behavior is rooted deep in evolutionary psychology. When women have always competed for the best partners, and the ones who could successfully signal ownership had better chances of keeping their chosen mate. So if you've been wondering whether that a woman in your life is just being friendly or actually staking a claim, pay attention to what I'm about to share, because these signals are happening right under your nose, and once you see them, you can't unsee them. The first major sign that she's claiming you happens with physical proximity and strategic positioning. When a woman is interested in marking you as her territory, she consistently positions herself physically close to you in social settings, especially when other women are around. I'm talking about standing or sitting closer than necessary, angling her body toward you and creating this invisible bubble that says this space is occupied. And watch what happens when you're at a party or social gathering. If she's claiming you, she'll literally insert herself between you and other women who try to approach. She might casually rest her hand on your arm while talking to someone else, or she'll stand just close enough that other women get the message without her having to be overtly aggressive about it. This isn't cute behavior we're talking about. It's strategic. She's using her physical presence to create a boundary that other women instinctively recognize and respect. You'll notice she does this more intensely when attractive women are nearby or when she senses potential competition. It's like watching a chess player control the board. She's managing the physical space around you to make it clear that approaching you means going through her first. This behavior intensifies in environments where there are more potential rivals, like bars, clubs, or mixed social events. Pay attention to how she positions herself during group conversations too. She'll often place herself in your direct line, off sight or next to you rather than across from you, maintaining that physical claim even in casual settings. A quick question: have you noticed any of these behaviors? Drop a like if this is making sense, and subscribe so you don't miss the next signs that we're covering. Another powerful sign is the way she uses touch as a claiming mechanism, and this is where things get really interesting. When a woman wants the other women to know you're spoken for, she increases her touch frequency in public settings significantly more than when you're alone. We're talking about casual touches on your arm, shoulder, chest, or back that seem affectionate but are actually serving as the visual markers to other women watching. She might brush length off your shirt that isn't even there, adjust your collar, run her fingers through your hair, or find any excuse to maintain physical contact when other women are in the vicinity. What makes this different from regular affection is the context and audience. She ramps up this behavior specifically when other women are around because she knows that physical touch is the universal language of his with me. Other women pick up on this immediately because they recognize the same territorial instincts in themselves. This type of touch is usually light and casual enough to seem natural but frequent enough to establish a pattern that onlookers can miss. You might notice her touching you more during conversation with female co-workers at social events, or even when a waitress is taking your order. She's essentially creating a physical narrative that tells the story of intimacy and connection without needing words. The brilliant part is that this works on multiple levels. It makes you feel desired and appreciated while simultaneously broadcasting to other women that there's an established dynamic here that they're not part of. The subtlety sign shows up in her verbal patterns and the way she references you in conversation, especially around other women. When a woman is claiming you, she'll use possessive language and create verbal ties that establish your connection in social context. Listen for phrases like "we always," "our favorite," or "we're planning to." She's building a narrative of coupledom that places you both in a united front. She'll also bring you into conversations even when you're not there, mentioning things you said, experiences you've shared, or future plans you've discussed. This serves multiple purposes. It demonstrates that you're a significant part of her life. It shows that she's thinking about you when you're not around, and it signals to other women that there's an established relationship with history and future plans. You notice that she does this more strategically when talking to women she perceives as potential competition, or in situations where she wants to establish her position clearly. She might casually drop references to inside jokes you share, mention how you prefer things a certain way, or talk about upcoming plans together. All of these verbal markers create a picture of intimacy and exclusivity. The psychological effect on other women is significant because it establishes not just a current connection but ongoing investment and future commitment. She is essentially saying we have history and we have plans, which is a much stronger claim than just we're dating. Pay attention to how she introduces you to the way she says my boyfriend, my partner, or even just your name with a certain tone of ownership. All communicate her claim. Which claiming behavior surprised you the most? Let me know in the comments. I read every single one. Here's where it gets even more subtle. Watch how she responds when other women interact with you or show interest. A woman who's claiming you will have very specific reaction patterns that reveal her territorial instincts. She won't necessarily be overtly jealous or confrontational, but she'll engage in what psychologists call mid-garden behaviors that are designed to interrupt potential threats without causing stress. For example, if another woman is talking to you at a party, she'll smoothly join the conversation, increase her physical closeness to you, or find a reason to redirect your attention back to her. She might suddenly remember something important she needs to tell you, ask for your help with something, or simply insert herself into the interaction in a way that shifts the dynamic from one-on-one to a triangle where she's clearly the primary connection. Watch her body language during these moments. She'll often touch you more, make more eye contact with you, laugh more enthusiastically at your comments, and generally increase all displays of intimacy and connection. She's not doing this because she's insecure. She's doing it because she recognizes a potential challenger, and she's demonstrating the strength of your bond to discourage a competition. You'll also notice that she becomes more attentive and engaging with you, specifically when other women are showing interest. It's like she's reminding both you and them of what you have together. This behavior is deeply instinctual and often happens without conscious thought, which is why it's such a reliable indicator of her genuine interest in claiming you. The first sign involves the way she manages your social media presence and digital footprint together. In today's world, claiming someone extends into the digital realm, and women who are serious about marking their territory will absolutely use social media as a tool. She'll wanna be featured in your posts and stories. She'll tag you in content that establishes your connection, and she'll engage publicly with your social media in ways that make your relationship visible to others. This isn't about being controlling, it's about creating a digital narrative that matches the physical reality she wants to establish. Notice if she posts pictures of you together, tags you in couple-oriented content, or comments on your posts in ways that demonstrate familiarity and affection. She's creating a public record of your connection that other women will see when they check out your profile, which is exactly the point. You might also notice that she pays attention to how linking and commenting on your posts, especially other women, because she understands that social media is a modern battleground for attention and interest. When she claims you digitally, she's essentially putting up a virtual occupied sign that serves as a deterrent to other women who might be interested. She'll also likely want you to do the same, featuring her in your post, acknowledging your relationship publicly, and creating the digital paper trail of your connection. This mutual digital claiming is important in modern relationships because it extends your territorial boundaries beyond physical spaces into the virtual world, where a lot of initial attraction and interest happens nowadays. Set aside time for your relationship daily. Remember to share this video with your special one. And now let's talk about how she includes you in her social circles and the way she integrates you into her life as a claiming strategy. When a woman is serious about marking you as her territory, she'll actively bring you into her world, introducing you to her friends, family, and important people in her life. This serves multiple purposes. It deepens your connection by making you part of her broader social network, but it also signals to everyone in her life that you're significant enough to be included and integrated. Pay attention to how quickly and enthusiastically she makes these introductions, especially to her female friends. If she is claiming you, she'll want her friends to meet you and approve of you, but she'll also want them to see that you're with her and understand the nature of your relationship. During these introductions, watch how she presents you, the pride in her voice, the way she describes your relationship, and the subtle signals she sends to her friends about how important you are to her. Her friends will pick up on these cues and will treat you accordingly, often becoming allies in her claiming strategy by acknowledging your relationship and respecting the boundaries she'll establish. You might also notice that she brings you to events where her ex might be or where other men who were interested in her will see you together. This is territorial behavior at its finest, demonstrating to past interest that she's moved on and claim someone new. The integration into her life is a form of investment that says, I'm serious about this person to everyone watching, which naturally discourages other women from pursuing you because they see you're already deeply embedded in someone's life. The final and perhaps most powerful sign is the way she advocates for you and builds you up in front of others, especially other women. When a woman has truly claimed you, she becomes your biggest cheerleader and supporter in social settings because your success and value reflect on her choice and judgment. She'll highlight your accomplishments, talk about your positive qualities, and generally present you in the best possible light when others are around. This isn't just about making you feel good, it's a strategic claiming behavior that serves to remind everyone, particularly other women, when you're valuable and why she chose you. When she brags about your promotion, mentions your talents, or tells stories that showcase your character, she is doing two things simultaneously. She is reinforcing her own pride in being with you, and she make it clear to other women that you're a catch who's already been caught. This behavior creates a narrative of value around you that makes other women either respect her claim or feel like they're pursuing someone who's already recognized as high value by someone else. Notice how she responds when you succeed at something or receive recognition. If she's claiming you, she'd be genuinely excited and will wanna share that news with others, not to take credit but to bask in the reflected glory of being with someone accomplished. She'll also defend you when necessary, standing up for you in conversations and protecting your reputation, which is the ultimate form of claiming because it shows she is invested in your well-being and image. All of these behaviors together create a comprehensive claiming strategy that operates on physical, verbal, social, and emotional levels, making it absolutely clear to everyone around that you're spoken for and valued. Understanding these signs helps you recognize genuine interest and investment, and it also shows you what real partnership looks like when someone chooses to claim you as theirs in healthy, respectful ways that honor both of you. Thanks for watching all the way to the end. I know you pick up a ton of valuable insights here. Make sure to drop your thoughts in the comments below. I'm wishing you happy and loving moments ahead.